Okay, types of bones. We've got 5 different types of bones in the body. The first ones of which are short bones. These are small, light, very strong, usually found in the wrists and tarsals. They can be more like cubes, but they're very shaped in a particular way to allow a certain type of movement. Long bones, a bit different. These are longer and thin in shape. They can be very large or they can be very small, so the femur is a long bone as well as the phalanges in the fingers and toes. Then you've got flat bones, so slightly curved to it, and these allow for good muscle attachment, so the scapula on the back, the sternum on the front of the chest, as well as the ilium on the hips. All flat bones, all good for muscle attachment. Sesamoid bones, these are found in a tendon, so the patella is found inside of the tendons that link to the quadriceps. And this will allow good tracking around a particular area. Irregular bones, very different in shape. So if we take the vertebral column, for example, the ones above it are very different from the ones below it. They're all slightly larger or smaller. Now, in terms of your examination questions, you're probably going to need to know what each type of bone is, as well as where it can be found. So we've covered the bone names, so it would be worth having an example as well. So you might want to have an example which is there, or say if it was a picture of a footballer, and you'd need to talk about the femur, the ulna, the femur, tibia, fibula are all long bones, and then you might discuss how they work and things like that. On to ligaments. Now, ligaments are there to connect bone to bone. They are purely there to make joints, and they prevent any excessive movement. So those are the two functions. They are very short but very tough, strong fibrous bands. You can't contract these, there's no muscle in them, they're not contractible. They're simply there to hold bones together. Alright, very strong pieces of string. They also prevent any excessive movement, so they will stretch a small amount, but nothing like a muscle would or anything like that. So you really can't go beyond their range of movement, and if you do, then you are looking at an injury. Exercising can help certain ligaments, but if you were to train as a badminton player, simply going running wouldn't improve the ligaments in the wrist, it would only improve the ligaments in the leg. So looking at your ligament injuries, this is known as a sprain, and this is where the ligament does go beyond its normal range within that joint, and it might kind of tear or snap, and you'll find that there's a clicking sound within the joint, and that's simply the snap of the ligament. 3 degrees of a ligament damage. The shortest one or the smallest one might have minor tears. You should be able to walk on it. It'd be sore, but you'll be able to walk on it, and that leads up to a 3rd degree, which is where there's complete detachment. It's very painful. You struggle to find any kind of comfortable position, and it will be constant pain and a long recovery as well. Again, these can be increased in strength if you were to do weight-bearing exercises. It doesn't prevent injury, but it will definitely help you if you were to roll an ankle or something like that. You may get away with not being injured.